It's starting. Alright, so everyone should know the movie Any Given Sunday with your star-studded cast that included Jamie Foxx, Al Pacino, Cameron Diaz, LL Cool J, and even some of your NFL greats like Lawrence Taylor and Terrell Owens. This movie became one of those iconic sports films that gave us a taste of the dark side of what professional sports looks like behind the scenes. Now, the movie is based around the Miami Sharks, which is basically an NFL team, but for licensing purposes, they changed the names of the league, teams, the whole shebang. But what if the Miami Sharks were an actual NFL team? And that's the reason we're all here, because I created the Miami Sharks from the movie and I brought them back to life, back to reality. So right off the bat, I kicked things off by pulling all of their branding. Their shark logo was easy to find on Google, but everything outside of that was very bare bones on Google. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I had to rewatch the movie, and that's where I came across all the other different elements. Like for instance, their color palette can't be mistaken for a simple black and white, but they also have the color red in their identity. Then of course, we just can't have the shark logo by itself. We need secondary marks, icons. So we went ahead and we looked for that, which was nowhere to be found. So it had to be hand drawn, and that's okay. We got the skills over here. So after pulling all of the brand elements, we were finally able to get into the fun part, the actual uniform. And this wasn't hard at all, as their uniform in the movie was pretty basic. All black helmet with a double white stripe down the middle, black face mask, and the shark logo with the white outline. Then you had a plain black jersey with white numbers. Sort of reminds me of the Raiders today. Nothing special. Then the pants do have that bold white stripe running down the leg, but nothing more than that. And just looking at this here, I think we pulled this off to a T. I mean, that's dead on them boys. This is as authentic as you can get when it comes to the team in the movie. But if you peep, I actually made this their throwback uniform. Now, y'all know this movie was released back in 1999, so it's pretty outdated. And I would assume that an NFL team, or any sports organization for that matter, would have modernized their look by now. Which brings me to their new fierce black home uniforms. Now, I kept the staple pieces such as the helmet the same. It's black and a glossy finish, 2 white stripes down the middle, all black face mask, shark logo the same because that's just too iconic, and changing it seemed a little corny to me. Besides, I feel like a franchise like this would be like the Cowboys in a sense. They're not messing around with the helmet or the logo too much. Now, I did add the logo to the front bumper, but that's about it for the helmet. But when we got down to the jersey and the pants, that's where we got freaky with it. So, as you can see, very different from the throwbacks. We got the black base with the red collar. Also, we got red cuffs on the sleeve, as I felt their jerseys needed some pops of color. And with them having red in their identity, it was time we played up to that. And we brought it out of hiding. The numbers have been updated to look more modern with the white finish inside, outlined in red. I love the points in here. Sort of reminds me of a shark fin or something just swimming in the water. Then we added a word mark on the chest, something the old uniforms were missing. And this is such a small detail, but it makes all the difference. It actually brands them instead of having them look like some generic jersey that you bought out of Ross. Now, the nameplate is white to give it that contrast. Then we move down to the pants, which are black as well. Now, I flirted with the idea of removing the stripe altogether. A lot of teams are doing that nowadays. But y'all know how I am. I despise pants that look like leggings. I have such a disdain for them, even on the Commanders uniforms, and that's my squad, and many others. So I had to get the stripe up there, you know what I'm saying? And we chose a red pointed stripe that pops, and it looks very nice. Now, another added feature is the icon, which I thought about the many ways to incorporate it, so it wouldn't just be a thing that's there. And then of course, black socks, so the blocking is the same as their throwback uniforms, but we just added some touches of color to this thing. Moving to the legacy white away uniform, it's the same exact color blocking as the home uniform. It's just the black has been swapped for white, and instead of red, we have a black collar, black cuffs on the sleeve, and black stripe on the pants. Also a black word mark across the chest outlined in red, looking very good. Keeping the icon on the hip, red Nike check, White socks, I mean, what more can I say? These base home and away uniforms are cleaner than a bar of soap. Then we had some real fun. Now, y'all know so many teams out there have alternate uniforms. You know, the same uniforms we've been doing breakdowns and ranking ever since they started. Well, what you thought? We wouldn't do it here? Yeah, right. I introduced to you the Great White Alternate Uniform. And don't let the name throw you off. We actually took inspiration from a real great white shark with the gray main color and the white underbelly. Now, these are fire in my opinion. Pearl white helmet with the matte finish, glossy shark decals, and a red stripe with 2 black stripes on either side. You got an all white face mask. Now the jersey has its own different color. It's got that 2-tone horseshoe color in red and white, gray base. Then we added the numbers on the shoulders. Still kept the same number design with the fin inside the number, but it's just all white with that red outline. As we go down to the pants, then we added that shark logo on the hip to go over the stripe, similar to how you see on the Buffalo Bills. So there was some inspiration there. All white socks to finish off the clean look. And man, look, these are nice, bruh. Very nice. Now, of course, we have to get the on-field look at these. And speaking of the field, you know we had to get that accurate too, because in the movie, the Miami Sharks had a crazy design on their playing field. In fact, all of their teams did. It kind of looked like something that you would see in arena football or some expansion league. But it was so different and way too cool for us to omit, so we had to get that down too. Check it out here. And finally, let's check out these uniforms in action. So there you have it, the Miami Sharks modernized for the future. I will say this is one of my favorite team builder projects yet, because I was truly able to come up with a full concept and bring it to life as opposed to recreating an existing uniform. If you missed it, I created some of my favorite HBCU teams last year for College Football 25, and you already know we did a hell of a job with them. So you can feel free to download the Miami Sharks on Madden 26, and you can still download Florida A&M, Southern, Grambling, and many more on College Football 26. All you got to do is go to the download center, go search, and type in V9_Rico, and you'll be able to download them all there. But that's the end of this video, man. Y'all let me know if y'all feeling these, what you like about them, and what you don't like, and what would you have done differently. If you enjoyed this breakdown of the process, then hit that like button one time for your mans, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. My name is Vinny, I'm known by many, and this is Deep in the Field, where you know we keep it real, and I'm gonna get at y'all real soon. Peace.